want to touch upon what Junaid was mentioning, which is to say that why is it that we are not able to help the, the existing economies, the existing entrepreneurs grow their firms, right? And I think part of the challenge is in urban planning as well, in the sense that the agglomeration, the efficiencies of agglomeration, the appropriate infrastructure, the appropriate regulations. But I think a large part of it is also that we are an informal economy. So that also has to be factored in. So you have the formalized economy where you can do some of this, but the informal economy is something that you have to address in terms of just making, planning for what are the jobs that people have. So in Savai Madhavpur, for example, when I was doing the master plan for that, they had a massive spurt of growth based on, mining, which was close to the Ranthambore forest. And that was in an age which was, circa during independence, soon after independence. But since then, the forest regulations, the mine ran into ground, and 70,000 people which had come, the size had grown, which no longer could depend upon the jobs that came out of this mine. So then what people have gone into this whole thing of saying, I want to create an IT park, I want to create, tourism to the old city and the old town. And it doesn't just happen like that. So I think planning plays a very big role to say, first of all, there must be some sensible and logical plan in the economy itself, which means somebody who is doing nothing but looking at which are the areas, what's the USP of this particular place, whether it is the tiger forest or whether it's rural agriculture or particular olive growth that you can do, whatever it is, somebody has to do a mapping of saying, where is the true economic heart? And let's just focus on that rather than trying to make it everything. I want industry, I want, all kinds of things. So I think that kind of a plan has to be made at the level of the state. Every state must look at all of its all of its urban areas and say, if these are the push and pull, first of all, 1 lakh. So take Rajasthan, for example. We have 189 cities and towns over there declared, but only 30 are 1 lakh plus, of which only 3 are actually going towards million plus. Now, so take only the 30 lakh. If you can actually create a plan to say which are we betting on, which economy are we betting on, and then provide every single infrastructure plan, incentives for this to succeed, I think that's the way to look at planning, and that's how we actually started looking at it. Both in Jaipur, we said Jaipur is heritage, obviously it's a big one, but Jaipur being the capital city, we said, okay, fine, it does have a financial, heart as well, so there's a financial section, but we create it as agglomerations, cultural centers, we have IT centers, we have the old trading center, you have a new trading center, all of those things. Then you start looking at all other cities and say, what is it that we're doing? In Bhubaneswar, when we were doing Puri, we said Puri is tourism, but it's religious tourism. So let's facilitate in our plans everything that is related to religious tourism. Paradeep is all about, it's a port. So what happens to that? And this is, it's a port economy. So everywhere you start with saying, what's the economic energy, and then layer all of your infrastructure, your equity, your livelihood, your housing plans, everything. You create almost a layer by layer by layer, and that then informs both your development projects as well as your regulations. What are the areas you want to protect? What are the areas, the environmental sensitivities that you want to take care of? And that's the process of planning. It doesn't happen this way at all.